Right, we had quite a long video last time around. This one should be shorter. I'm going to be in the final polishing up stage now. I have a list of things that we observed in the last playthrough, and I'm just going to zap through them, see how fast I can get through them, then do difficulty settings, and then we'll send it off for feedback and we'll see what we need to do after that. First of all, I just want to spruce up this ending a bit because it ends in this wooden room that's sort of nothing. I'm going to bring that down, make it look like it's meant to be a corridor. And then yep. That's wrong. 16. And then I'll make this a bit more rocky. Come on, wake up. There we go. Oh, rock. This one? Yeah, so this looks like we're coming off of this and going into a corridor that's off it, and they'll drop down and into wherever the next level is. That's fine. Crushing the spider. Clearly I have some research to do on crushing types, so let's do it. A crusher can be either slow or fast. A slow crusher does more damage simply by being applied longer. When a slow crusher is moving down and hits a player monster, it slows it more by a factor of 8. Just looking at this as well, I think a floor crusher might actually be the best choice because that doesn't retreat. Let's see what it does. So let's try floor. Trigger is switch 1, speed slow, model is trigger, direction up to the lowest adjacent ceiling. No change in that, and it is going to crush. Let's see what kind of damage that inflicts. We'll ultraviolence this and go into the game here. Hello? Alright. Well, that's working. I haven't put a lower texture on it or anything, but sort that out. Yeah, I think that's the way I want it to go. Whoa! What happened? ID. I've still got ID clip on. Yeah, that's how I'll do it. Put that on there. Not a. I don't want to unpeg it. I just want the hazard stripes to come up the top. Okay. And the Spider Mastermind can't move very much at all, really, and certainly can't move off the position where it'll be affected by that platform. Right, next, behind the grates, I wanted to just give the appearance of going off round the corner there. Where is it? There it is. Okay. And we can put some decoration around here and make this more of a dingy passageway like these were. Okay. Was there another one? Can't remember. I'll come back to it if there was. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, there it was. We'll just do the same thing here. Add a little corner. And can't remember which one I did now. Doesn't matter. That'll be there. And what was that texture called? Wasn't that one? That's too marbly and nice. That one. Okay. Right, what's next? The wall at the dock. Yes, let's fix this. Because I have no idea what I'm doing. Let's probably get rid of this texture entirely. Hang on. So we've got our wall here. That's a good height for it. Stops there. This can go right there. Yep, looks good. You know what we don't have enough of? Monsters sniping you from different places up here. I'll have that, thank you. Press the button by mistake. Upper and lower are unpegged. This there. Just one will do. And we'll make him in shadow. While I'm at it, I also want to change the texture within this secret. Make that shadowed. And have a more indoors sort of look to this. Maybe just one of the wood textures. That'll do. Maybe I could do that here as well. Yeah, that looks good enough. Right, done the wall at duck. The teleport to the secret. Now, I worked out what was going on here. This is a working teleport. The trouble is the monster can use it as well, and he can just jump through there. So we're going to, first of all, make this walk repeated. And we're actually going to prevent the monsters from going over that line. We're just going to block monsters with an invisible line def. I feel that I might have used the same action here. Yep, W1 teleport should be walk repeated teleport, which is, where is it? Walk repeated 97, 39.97. There was no organization in these whatsoever, and that goes over there. Good. Rearrange the lines on the top box. Now, this is the trouble with my notes, that I can't read them the next day. Rearrange T lives? Yes, okay, yeah. Teleporter lines, that's what I meant. Because the reason that these pinkies all showed up on the fire room is that this line is the one that goes to the fire room. And the pinkies are so wide that they're more likely to hit this one. So I'm actually going to move this back and widen it. I'm going to put this one there and this one there, so that there's more of an even chance of them being hit. We'll see what happens. I've just realised that that has caused another sector to happen, which I don't really want to do. Let's take that back, please. Thank you. Instead of doing that, I'll just do this, because they'll collide just the same either way. Interpreting interesting callings on Bermuda and interesting ceilings. Okay, yes. Note for myself that these ceilings looked very blank, very flat, and when you're in the Doom engine, you really don't need to settle. You can just pull this up, and instantly you've made a more interesting space. Okay, we need some upper unpegging there. That's probably the wrong term. There we go. We'll do the same in the library. And for this, I can almost just do that. Should we put a skylight in? Might not look great. We'll see what happens. That'll have to be brightness 192, and we'll put another sector around the edge. That's a bit lighter, but not quite as much. That could work. Maybe our step texture here? That looks okay. Something you can also do that is very Quake-like, honestly, is to have these beams across your skylights. I didn't actually mean to make that Christian cross, but we'll do that. Our metal texture. We'd already used one. That's the one. And then we've got our black border texture we were using. And with that, we'll make this darker as well. It's okay. Anything else we can do here? Just the walls. How long's this? 120, needs to be 128. And then I've got to do something with this. If we make these just a little bit shorter. Now we've got a proper alcove. Yeah, I don't much like the stony ceiling at the library. It should be more wooden. Could be just like that. That's it's a bit light, too distracting. Looking for something that's a bit more interesting. This one. Yes, absolutely. I'll take that. You can even indent some lights into the ceiling. But I don't know if I want to. We'll put another alcove here. Alright. The stuck monster. Very easy to fix. We'll just delete you. Done. The demon ambush at the dam. He's meant to have the ambush flag. He didn't. Done. Lighting in the secret. Lighting in the secret. What does that mean? Did I want to just increase the light here? Oh yeah, I know what it was. It was the thing that I did with the shotgun and the little alcove beforehand. But I can certainly do the same thing here. Make that 160, and then make this brighter. And this will look a bit stupid if I keep on adding and adding brightness here. So I'll just do it there. Demonic washing line across the pool is what I've written down next. And I think we can do that. I want to have some decoration above here. And that doesn't bisect any. It does bisect the tagged sector, so we need to be careful here. We need to move that there and untag these. And I think that'll still work. And by demonic washing line, what I mean in my notes is having another one of these struts over here and hang some things from it. 1, 2. Well, that didn't help. That'll work. Here's our metal one. Oh, need to extend it over here. You and you. Yep, I like that. Alright, someone get the legs. If you're having trouble with snapping to grid size or vertices, you can hold down Shift to temporarily disable the grid, and you can hold down Control to temporarily disable snapping. Are there any other hanging decorations? Maybe there aren't in Doom 1. Oh well, you'll do. Because you're quite high up. Okay, that looks pleasantly demonic. The pillar close to... Oh, hang on, that's a mistake. Put that up. Okay, the pillar's too close to the wall here. Again, very easy to fix. And... Oh. That's not quite right. There we go. The last one on the list is the ledges under the hexagon. Yes, I'd noticed this a couple of times. Thought maybe that could look deliberate, but it doesn't really. So I'm going to replace those with bricks. What should be in there? No, those can be wooden. That's fine. Maybe this kind of wood. Okay. Oh, and one that I didn't write down, but that I did observe, there's that fragment of a window there. So I've just realigned that wall, and that's got it. Is there anywhere else I should put a window? All right. That's the list. We're ready to give this a last test run in ultraviolence. Maybe I should put the lighting up just in that door. Oh, I've just remembered something else. This door, we had a puzzle because I want this to only be openable once, and I want it to open and stay. But I also want the player to be open it any amount of times from here. The trouble is, if a monster comes through that door and activates it, I think, then this closes and you can't open it again. And I was thinking of some complex system involving, okay, maybe you open that once and then that closes it and then that's open once as well. But it turns out the answer is much simpler than that. There is an SR door, blue, if I can find it. SR door blue open stay fast. So I don't need to worry about anything closing it. The player will be able to repeatedly open it and it won't close on its own. So that's everything now. Oh, I was going to. This is what happens all the time. Just a couple of notches up. And no, I'm not going to put a candelabra there because then it'll be standing in the center of the room once we perform the great transformation. Alright, here we go. Certainly beats being in the 90s, doesn't it? When you had to wait 30 seconds for Doom to start up every time and then go back in and start up windows and adjust your walls. I have a lot of nostalgia for the past, but it's important to recognise how inconvenient it was as well. Okay, let's get this armour. And head into here. The classic trap, of course, would be to open up a wall about here and have spectres surround the player, but I don't really want to do that. Okay, shells and oh, missed that wall. Come back and deal with that. Alright, here's the Cacodemon ambush that we had so much trouble with before. I'm sorry for saying we like you have any of the blame for it. Right. Which way did I go first last time? I went down there, so let's try the other way. Bit of a mistake there, I got turned around. We'll see if my gameplay survives it. This doesn't look very good with the alcove there. Not in a great place to start this, am I? How far did I quick save? Quite a while ago. Oh great, 10 health, that'll work. We've been through worse. In fact, that was quite bad. Alright, are we ready? Well, I wasn't. Oh, thanks. Forgot to put stim packs in there, thanks me. Now my temptation, the old me, before I started trying this new philosophy, would be to say, oh, I didn't have enough health here, better put a medikit before this section. But what I've got to recognise is I didn't have enough health because I played badly. If you play well, you're going to have enough health to survive this. Alright, let's pull this up. I wonder how much those lost souls are really doing anything in there. Okay. Don't want to take that shell, but I'm going to anyway. Not all of these monsters should be ambushes. We'll have a couple coming out when the player comes into here. Okay, shall we go down here and see what happens? Oh, dealt with surprising competence. Oh, there he was. Lost track of him. Yeah, that's the longest straight run of health packs that's in the map. I think that's justified because we are about to get into quite a big fight here. Alright, and already we're seeing more variety of enemies. How'd you get back there? Any goodies left behind? I suppose there's the secret in there. There's a cacodemon desperately trying to get through there. He's not absolutely stuck. He was insisting on trying to fit through a hole where he blatantly couldn't go. Oh, there's the spider again. I didn't mean for the spider to have such an excellent vantage point to that window. It just worked out that way. What? What? Oh yeah, that's the spider again. Didn't think she'd be able to get me from there. Oh, don't think I have the momentum to stop that from happening. That was not a good exchange. There we go, okay. Nice little bit of risk and reward there. Well, wasn't paying enough attention. Oh. Alright, there's our ambush. Oh, and here's some fireballs raining from the sky. They didn't do that last time. They acted quite passive. Oh, have I run out of ammunition again? Practically, yes. But, there we go. That's just in time. Seems like if you do the top route first, the red key route, then you're in danger of running out of ammunition here, but if you do this route first, it's basically fine. That's a problem. It is kind of dull fighting a Baron with low-level weapons like this. There's one more. There he is, okay. And let's go up here to the library. This looks a lot less boring now. Just a little bit of ceiling detail, a little bit of floor detail. It's great. Alright, 100 health for this next bit, and not going to forget that. How did I get in here again? Several shotgun shells later. Oh, hello. Nice of you to join us. How many left? Got 11 monsters left. Oh, no. I was going to say, I was in the middle of an, oh, that's why it is, but then I realised it might not be why it is after all. The monsters across the way in the secret. I think I got rid of those. There we go. Oh, the telegramophone's going down at the bottom of the screen there. There we go. 228 out of 238. What happened to the other 10? And while we're doing that, we'll go on a secrets tour as well and make sure those all still work. Alright, first one will be this. And 3. I'll just do it from here then. Thank you. That's this with the chainsaw. Oh, and I need to move this up again to get over here. This is another one. Now we need to get that armor. I wonder if we could strafe on the cross actually, but I won't try it just now. Dead easy. This one in the second town space. And the dodgy but clever one here. Oh, so that is, I did tag one of those secret by mistake. I think it might be the teleporter leading out. Did I not put a teleporter in here or something? Is it beyond the wall? No, it looks like where's it gone? All right, well we'll come back to that later. What's the last secret? I'm forgetting one. Quite a lot up there. There's one down there. And I can't remember where I put the other one. Let's go back to the town. Not the town, the dam area. This could do with a bit of sprucing up as well, just that wall. Oh wow, I missed the I missed the trigger for this. Wasn't aware that was possible. I'll have to go back and look at my gameplay to see how I did it, but I might just make the line a bit bigger in that case. Alright, that is 238 of 238. Where's the other secret? Sector effect number 9. Alright, so this one. Oh, that is a mistake. You can't get into there. And it happened because I split this sector off from that one and it retained the sector special. And the other thing was that I wanted to untag. Yeah. Again, when I split the sector, the secret flag came with it. You have to be very careful with secrets, just like I'm not. Oh, and I can't save because that's still open. But let's just give ourselves the reward of the ending screen. And then we'll save that. We'll make our little adjustments, which is for this to be lower unpegged. For this to be widened up. And what was the other one? Oh yeah, it was down here, this. And while I'm at it, I thought there was a problem there. Let me... Oh yeah, it's just, it just looks like it when this goes down. So we'll put another, maybe actually a track texture there. And seal that up again. And we also want to give the player not unmanageable, but an adequate amount of trouble when they start shooting in here. So I'll make these monsters come towards you. So we ended up with 238 monsters in this map, which is a bit over the expectation for Hurt Me Plenty. It's on the lower end of the expectation for Ultraviolence, so I'm happy with where it is and its difficulty. So difficulty levels in Doom, if you don't know, are implemented by each object having a flag for whether it appears on easy, medium, and hard. The idea is that in easier modes you'll have fewer monsters, harder modes you can put better pickups and so on. The original Doom levels use pickups for difficulty surprisingly little. They're mostly the same across all the difficulties. It's really the monsters that change, because if you have fewer monsters, you don't need more pickups. Occasionally there's a difference of 1 or 2 one way or another, but usually it's the monsters. There are a couple of other things you can do that are really clever, like the famous one in Toxin Refinery, where there's a light source, a lamp, on easier difficulties that'll guide you out of a dark room, and it isn't there on hard. But what I'm going to do just now is select all the monsters that I don't want to be there on the easy difficulty, and then we'll come back and do medium. One of the mistakes I've made, I think, in the past is that I will remove the big threat in easier modes, and I don't want to remove the big threat. Maybe I need to remove the smaller threats, so the big threat is still a feature of the map, but there's less going on around it. So one of the obvious things to do is let's take the teeth out of these encounters. Let's have fewer shotgunners and imps up here as well. I'll keep one of the cacodemons, but not so many lost souls. I need to select about 100 of these to be within the ranges that were being thought of for the night monsters on easy. Let's see, we can basically thin out a lot of these encounters. Get rid of some of the monsters from them, still keep the encounters intact. Actually, maybe I'll keep the shotgunner that's further away rather than the shotgunner that's closer by. $28 so far. Spider Demon staying. Yeah, really a lot of the lost souls and the lesser enemies should be the ones to go. Maybe we don't need that cacodemon there. Let's thin these out quite dramatically in the library. It's important to remember, of course, that by removing the enemies that drop ammunition and weapons, you're removing those ammunition and weapons as well, which can inadvertently make things more difficult. What about up here? Let's get rid of that cacodemon. A couple of those. Still at just 63, so we've got some cuts to make yet. Oh, here's a good target. Just one of those will do. One cacodemon. Get rid of these enemies on the columns. Well, this is surprisingly blank over here now that I look at it. Just didn't end up having to put much there. It's 81. Let's get rid of him as well, yeah. This is a good place to be. There'll still be quite a few of them. Maybe the where's that cacodemon that teleports in here? I forgot where to put him. He doesn't need to be around. So we've thinned out the teleporting in encounters. Some of the enemies that get you from the edges. Yeah, so basically whenever there are multiple enemies, I'm thinning it down to just one. Alright, that's 101 things selected. Before I mess this up, I'm going to add these to a group. Somehow. Add selection to group 1. Alright. So now we've got our collection of monsters that are going to be exclusive sorry, not exclusive to easy. They're not going to be there on easy. That's right. I spent ages before I did this trying to get my head around this. The subtraction of things that are going to be easy, medium, hard means that you're adding them on the higher difficulties. I wrote it down. Select the monsters to remove on easy. So these monsters are not going to be there on easy. Done. Okay. Now we're going to deselect the monsters to keep in medium. So who do I want to be there on medium? I'll have this cacodemon ambush back. I'll have a couple of these lost souls and let the demon back in. Maybe a couple more of these as well. And you can come back, and you. You're definitely back. I'm aiming for about 50 monsters, so we'll have through in medium this time. Maybe that. Oh no, that's wrong. Yeah. Trying to just find the ones that aren't a tremendous a tremendous hindrance to the player. But which nevertheless are a bit annoying. That one can be there. And you, and you. Going to have about half of this surprise intact. What else? I'd love there to be a better way to filter difficulty levels in Ultimate Doom Builder, but nobody's worked out how to neatly do it. I had some ideas for a feature before, and I started writing it, but I never got it working in any particularly pleasant way. Yeah, I'm struggling here. I feel like I should be putting back a lot more. Not you, not you. Put you. And you. You can be there. I want to keep this with just 8 imps. Turned on the Cacodemon. There's nothing saying that you can't have more monsters on easy compared to hard. You could do it by having monsters in completely different places. Easy versus medium versus hard. But trying to get your brain around that is another matter entirely. I don't want to have that shotgun on medium, I think. These two can come back. 2 imps there. Have I made anything else particularly simplistic that I want to walk back? Couple more imps. Yeah, I think one demon I want to keep him selected. Got to find just a couple more. Oh, these ones will do. Make that ambush. Hardly even an ambush, really. It's just some people in the water. Alright, so these ones we're going to deselect. The remaining ones we're going to deselect on medium as well and make them exclusive to hard. Alright, so those are going to be our 3 difficulty levels. And I think, just for completeness' sake, even though I said not many of the original maps do this, and I don't think many maps will stop do this, I'm going to add just a couple of medikits that are going to be exclusive to easy. I think I'm overdoing it, honestly. I've got 6 of them so far. Right, 7. That'll do. Okay, let's see what this looks like on Hey Not Too Rough. We have got just 137 monsters to deal with. On Hurt Me Plenty, we will have 187. And on Ultraviolence, we will have the full complement of 238 monsters. I needed to move this over here to align it with the grid, and this does not have a teleport destination, which is why that teleporter wasn't working. Let's cut in again. So with that done, I'm going to post this map to the forum now, maybe give it another playthrough or two, maybe make some very slight tweaks to it, which I'll let you know about. And then we'll open it up for feedback, and do another video on addressing that feedback.